Looking for reliable forex analysis? Check out ForexScope for daily forecasts and insights to help you trade smarter. Link in the description and comments.
A recent investigation has unveiled a disturbing pattern of aggression, revealing that Israeli armed forces and settlers have targeted Palestinian water sources more than 250 times in the past 5 years. This sustained assault on essential civilian water supplies represents one of the most severe in recent memory. According to groundbreaking research, the data paints a grim picture, detailing instances where bombs, dogs, poison, and heavy machinery were deployed against Palestinian infrastructure providing drinking water, irrigation, and sanitation. These attacks, concentrated in the occupied West Bank and the Gaza Strip, occurred on at least 90 separate occasions between January 2024 and mid-2025. As meticulously documented by the Pacific Institute, a California-based nonpartisan think tank dedicated to tracking global water conflicts. The human cost of these actions is stark. In February 2024, 8 Palestinians tragically lost their lives to Israeli snipers while attempting to collect water near Nasser Hospital in Gaza. Later, in April, Israeli airstrikes decimated 2 schools in Gaza City, resulting in casualties and injuries to 100 individuals. The strikes also obliterated 5 mobile latrines and a vital solar-powered desalination unit, a component of an EU-funded project installed just months prior. The devastation extends to the very foundations of public health in Gaza, with an estimated 90% of water and sanitation facilities either destroyed or rendered inaccessible. These facilities are either directly targeted as military objectives or located in areas cordoned off by the Israeli army, effectively cutting off access for Palestinians. Pedro Arrojo Agudo, the UN Special Rapporteur on the human rights to safe drinking water and sanitation, highlighted the dire consequences, stating that such practices in Gaza, and indeed in other conflict zones like Sudan, constitute grave violations of international law. He characterized these actions as a pattern of behavior amounting to war crimes and crimes against humanity, and in the specific context of Gaza, an integral part of a genocidal strategy. Arrojo further asserted that Israel has systematically weaponized water to dispossess and segregate the Palestinian population within their own territories, illegally occupied since 1967, as a calculated element of its apartheid and progressive colonization agenda. The occupied West Bank has not been spared. In April, Israeli settlers in the village of Bardala engaged in the destruction of vital irrigation pipelines on Palestinian-owned lands. On the very same day, neighboring village of Kirbot witnessed further damage to a water pipeline by settlers. The escalating violence culminated in July when at least 10 Palestinians, 6 of them children, were killed at a water distribution point in the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza. Another 16 individuals were injured amidst critically high levels of famine and dehydration, forcing desperate journeys for sustenance. This attack is part of a chilling escalation that has claimed over 1,000 Palestinian lives as they attempted to access basic food and water aid. In July, a group of United Nations experts issued a grave warning, asserting that Israel was employing thirst as a weapon to kill Palestinians. The Middle East, long a crucible of resource-related tensions, is witnessing an alarming surge in water-related violence, a trend mirrored globally as climate catastrophe, poor governance, and escalating conflicts over land and water resources intensify. In 2024 alone, a record 420 water-related conflicts were recorded worldwide, marking a significant 20% increase from 2023, itself a record-breaking year, and a staggering 78% jump from 2022. The first half of 2025 has already seen over 160 documented attacks, underscoring the accelerating crisis. This violence encompasses a wide range of actions, including direct assaults on dams, pipelines, wells, treatment plants, and irrigation systems, as well as attacks on essential workers. It also includes public protests and cross-border disputes over water access, and critically, the deliberate use of water as an instrument of war. The global scale of this crisis is further illustrated by events in Madagascar, where security forces, equipped with tear gas, tanks, and rubber bullets, violently suppressed nearly daily youth-led protests against the government's inaction on widespread power outages and water shortages. a situation that persisted until a presidential coup in October. In South Africa, the worsening water shortages have led to tragic incidents, such as the fatal shooting of a brother and sister in Matswale last September, while on their way to fetch water at night, a fate shared by many in the country grappling with diminishing water resources. Pakistan is also experiencing a spike in water-related conflicts, with scores injured in Karachi during protests against the construction of 6 new canals on the Indus River. The new data also highlights a disturbing increase in violence directed at environmental and community activists who are defending vital freshwater resources, with Latin America emerging as a particular hotspot. Furthermore, cyber attacks targeting water utilities are on the rise. Recent surveys of water agencies in the United States and the United Kingdom revealed hundreds of attempted breaches aimed at systems managing critical drinking water and wastewater infrastructure. The United Nations unequivocally recognizes access to safe, acceptable, and affordable drinking water as a fundamental human right. Yet, more than 2 billion people, approximately 25% of the global population, continue to lack this essential resource. The denial or obstruction of access to safe water is a direct violation of international humanitarian law and the Geneva Conventions, constituting a war crime. The Pacific Institute's Comprehensive Tracker, the world's most extensive open-source database of water-related violence, meticulously documents incidents spanning over 4,500 years, with more than 2,750 entries compiled from news reports, eyewitness accounts, and other conflict databases. While water-related violence has seen a steady increase over the past 2 decades, it has accelerated dramatically in recent years. Growing scarcity exacerbates long-standing conflicts rooted in land disputes, ideological and religious differences, economic disparities, and sovereignty issues, while simultaneously igniting new ones. In the year 2000, only 24 such incidents were reported globally. By the first half of 2025, this number had surpassed 160. The assaults in occupied Palestine and Russia's war in Ukraine have significantly contributed to this recent surge in attacks on water, irrigation, and sanitation supplies, accounting for 12% and 16% respectively of all global incidents in 2024. In Ukraine, the city of Kalush, home to 65,000 residents and nestled in the foothills of the Carpathian Mountains, was plunged into darkness and devoid of water on Christmas Day, December 25, 2024, following extensive shelling by Russian forces. In August of this year, Ukraine National News reported that Russia had deliberately cut off water supplies to some homes in occupied Donetsk, allegedly as retribution for residents refusing to accept Russian rule. However, Ukrainian forces have also been implicated in damaging Russian civilian and military water supplies. In July, reports indicate they struck a water pipeline supplying Russian military facilities in Vladivostok, in Russia's Far East, disrupting drinking water access for garrisons. The intense conflict between Israel and Palestine, alongside Russia's war with Ukraine, has thus become a focal point for the recent dramatic increase in water-related violence. The escalating number of violent incidents involving freshwater resources serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for international intervention, stated Peter Gleek, senior fellow and co-founder of the Pacific Institute. Ensuring universal access to safe, affordable water and safeguarding civilian water systems in strict accordance with international law are paramount to preventing a further escalation of this global violence. The Israeli government did not respond to requests for comment.